Okay, now that family have hopefully quietened down, it's almost 5 p.m. 5 p.m. is a terrible time around here. I've also got a dog with his chin on my leg, so I'm very distracted. But as you can see, I left the house. I don't dress up unless I'm leaving the house. I'm not that sort of YouTuber, otherwise I'm just in day pajamas. And I thought, oh, he's watching my ginger kiss. They were on special. These are the only kisses I plan to get for Valentine's Day. With the exception of maybe dog kisses. Hang on. We hop up. And can I have a kiss? No, hop up. Can I have a kiss? Thank you, good boy. Those are the only kisses that I plan to get. You can't have a ginger kiss. Okay, let me get you one more. Anyway, so since we're here and I'm dressed up and I don't want to waste it, I did take a photo, which I'll post on Instagram, probably before this video goes up. Oh my goodness, have you got things to say? But I thought I'd just make a video of things I bought today. Now, most of this stuff I actually bought in the morning with him, rather than, and I've also got some peppermint tea. Goodness me. Most of the stuff I got with him. But I'm going to pretend like, oh, and I forgot to set up the image that I wanted to show you as well. Let me just quick grab that. Oh, how silly of me. How silly of me, I know. I wanted to show them a picture. Oh God, and it's huge. It's okay, I'm not actually ready to make the video, but that's fine because he is entertaining as heck, even without me actually knowing what I'm doing. Okay, I think I've got the image set up. Things I bought today so that I can justify turning up on camera with my outfit. I mean, I'm sure I could talk about... Oh, should I just eat this real quick? He's staring at it and it's making me nervous. I swear the video will start soon. I know it's been like 2 minutes and I'm just eating this and being told off, but... Anyway, things I bought today as I try and eat. Instant ice packs. There we go. And of course it's noisy as heck at home. But so the idea with this, okay, with my migraines, I have been having some success with ice packs. The moment I start feeling that very particular, I've noticed the migraine headaches have a very particular feel, which is different to depression headaches and any other headaches. So when I start feeling that, and especially if I feel the muscles in my neck and shoulders starting to tighten up, which seems to be part of the migraine, go straight out to the kitchen, grab my ice packs. I've got 2 of them so I can rotate them, stick it on there. Depending on how bad it is, maybe take some Panadol and Nurofen, maybe Panadol Extra if I'm really struggling. And then, yeah, that seems to be helping. It's, you know, it only does so much, but actually I think after like maybe 2 or 3 rounds of ice pack, most of the migraines go away, although at that point I am in bed usually by then, and so overnight, you know, I'm also sleeping. Well, not really sleeping lately, even though last night was cooler than it has been in a while. I still didn't sleep well. He's so manipulative. I still didn't sleep well last night, but you know, I've been in bed in the dark and it's quiet and ice, and I think that helps. Yeah, and so I haven't had to take the migraine medication, which screws me up so badly. Instead, I've just, yeah, had the ice packs, Panadol, Nurofen, and don't get side effects, which is really nice. So that's working for at-home treatment, but of course I have to be near the freezer to be able to go and get the ice packs and refreeze them and all that. And I thought, if I'm going to start trying to reclaim my life and I'm out of the house, a long distance from home, I should probably be prepared with instant ice packs, which is the only solution for, you know, if you don't have a freezer. I can't carry a whole freezer with me, can I? Look at the size of me! Even if I wanted to, not gonna happen. Can you imagine if I don't even know if such a thing exists, portable freezers. Oh my god, he's so manipulative. Hang on, let me get this. How's he gonna knock that around? I know, everyone's saying feed the damn dog. Here we go. Feed myself too. They were on special. I can see him licking his lips. You can't have it. You can smell. Oh, no! That's fine. He gets his tongue in my mouth by accident sometimes anyway. Did you lick the kiss or did you just lick my finger? No. Whatever, it's done. Yeah, first thing I got, also from the pharmacy, another round of Nasonex. Because I have nuclear level hay fever, probably part of whatever autoimmune disease I might have that might also be triggering the migraines. But yeah, since doing the ice pack thing, and like being really good at it instead of waiting for the migraine to get going, like I put it on my neck mainly, a bit on the head sometimes, but the neck seems to be really nice. And I don't know, maybe it cools the blood going up and maybe that stops whatever inflammation going off. I don't really know how it works, but I'm not questioning it. So that's my current strategy. And if that helps me not go into these really long, really horrible episodes of migraine attack, if I can stop that happening, maybe I can start reclaiming some of my life. I mean, I have spent most of the past week in bed during the day anyway, so life is not going that great. But if I can really get on top of it, like, I don't know, is the fatigue part of the migraine thing that I just can't do anything about? I'm not sure. But yeah, if I can try and get my life back. Like, say I'm at a gig. If I want to try to go to gigs again, I haven't been buying tickets for anything. Oh, really? Maybe I have to, like, take these around. Now, it's got 2 in it. So I think they're a lot bigger than I was bargaining for. Which means I might have to start carrying a bigger bag around. But under this pile of... It's so grumbling. Shut up, Mike! And also Mike is going off. These jackets, under there is a big goth punk bag that I should make use of. And so maybe if the ice packs really become a thing for me, I can just carry around like a migraine kit. If this is to be my life, which I sure hope not. Oh my god. Should I finish it? He's gonna be so sad. He's like, oh my god, how could you? Oh my god, how could you? Oh, Papa. Where did you hide? Yeah. He still gets fed. He's got so many treats. I already gave him a big treat before this. And Mum gave you treats too. Now he's lying down. Okay. Other things I bought. Shoe fix. Why? I don't know if my wise godmother has survived 8 minutes into this video to get to this part because I just take forever. And I'm taking even more forever than usual. So I love these. Australian made. Don't waste your time with the Chinese stuff. But because of the way that I do my night stretches, that has come away. At least the insides are nicer than the Chinese ones were. And I don't know, I could probably get an insole to stretch out the life of these ones. So, yeah, and I think, was there another spot? Oh, there's a little bit. Probably not worth trying to fix that just yet. But this one's starting to get annoying. So yeah, some shoe fix. I know they're only temporary, but the thing about Ugg boots is, like, you can't, when you wear them, the sheepskin compresses and you can't uncompress that. So once it gets really bad, I mean, you can put insoles in, but at some point you do just have to get a new pair. So I'm not expecting them to last forever. Oh yeah, actually I'm wearing pants. I'm wearing my new shoes. Asics in my colors. Isn't it perfect? Okay, and then so that's all with Triton. Also with Triton, he let me go into Harry Hartog. Yes, that's where they have those treats. They have lots of treats in there. And I finally got a new book to read. This is one for the gamers. Metro 2033. A world in darkness, a single hope. Now, it was on special. On special. It's like almost half price. I don't know anything about the game. Just like the only reason I know it's from a game is it's like the basis for the games. And then I was just reading the blurb and I'm like, oh, that sounds like an interesting story. So I'm going to give that a go because I did try and read, I've got this stack of books here. I did try and read the Japanese myths and tales. But because they're like these short, disjointed stories, I mean, I only got through the intro. I didn't even get up to the actual stories. And I already know some of them because I'd studied a bit of Japanese. I think my first year of uni, I did the religious studies and they did a lot of Asian religions. So I already did a whole bunch of Japanese Shinto myths and legends. And I've also got one on Chinese. And then I think I've got the Egyptian one. And I've read some Egyptian ones in a smaller book in the past. And I've also got a Greek one in the smaller version. Are you still grumbling at me? Are you still grumbling at me? But yeah, I think because they're disjointed short myths, and that's not where my brain is at the moment, I need something that I'll actually get invested in. You have an opinion, do you? What do you want to tell us about this book? That you had to wait, even after you got treats, and you wouldn't let me, I wouldn't let you move on to go and find more treats because I was busy, even though you had already gotten to the last. Yeah, I've embarrassed him now. This was the last shop in the strip that has free dog treats. The only other one is the one that has the pup cakes, and they cost like $3. They used to cost $2, and then they jumped up to $3, and I'm like, I'm not gonna spend $3 every time I go past, babe. Sorry. Anyway, yeah, no, I need some, like, a longer book to just get absorbed in. Otherwise, I just sort of sit there and I'm like, is there any point really reading this? I could just read short stories. I could basically just scroll social media or the ABC website or one of those news websites, and, like, it's boring, and I'm trying to get away from that. So, yeah, that's the stuff that I bought with the grumpy little shit here. And then I had to go and put my art into the Mossman Art Society's upcoming exhibition. I will be posting, hopefully before this video goes live, I will have finished my Patreon post for the cult members, showing like a preview of the actual artwork plus, you know, the steps that I went through to create it. Some of that is in the Patreon group chat, which mostly Mad Simple hangs around in. But yeah, all the other steps in between, they'll go in there, and some of my thoughts on it, which, I don't know if I'll get that up tonight, but hopefully. Yeah, I had to go and drop that off at the local art gallery, because it's in the big Mossman Art Gallery. Ooh. And I had a bit of fun with that, because, you know, I put these little small circles. I don't know if I've shown them on video, but they are on my Instagram somewhere, except for the last one. Anyway, I'm so bad with updating all that stuff. I'll get there eventually. But yeah, I think after the last exhibition, they asked me for something bigger. They wanted to see what I would do with a bigger work. And so I went big in every single way, you know, biggest wood panel I have. And instead of just doing these sort of more safe, open to interpretation paintings that I've been doing, I went all out. And maybe I'll talk about that at some point. Yeah, this is a conservative area, and I thought, you know, people think interesting things about me, and, you know, I'm mentally ill, but I'm able to come across as if I'm not mentally ill, and it kind of addresses that. So that's gonna be fun. Opening night is next week, and if anyone says the appropriate phrase to me, I will have fun explaining that to them. But I got some good feedback from the Art Society staff who were, you know, accepting all our paintings in, and I think some of the other artists in the group. And then I went on a very unsuccessful trip through, there's a new Lifeline store. Lifeline is that hotline that you're supposed to call when you're suicidal, but all they do is calm you down, and it doesn't really offer any long-term help. And I can hear, when I've called them in the past, I can hear their script. You tell them a problem, and they say, oh, I can hear that, and then parrot your problem back to you. And I'm like, that's not helpful. That just makes me think, like, a robot could give me that advice. Or it's not even advice, a robot could give me that kind of feedback. I don't need that. I don't need someone going, oh, I can hear you're feeling blah, blah, blah. No shit. Can I talk to a human? Anyway, so that's why I vent on YouTube, because if the response I'm gonna get is just me talking back to myself, I might as well just chuck it on YouTube, right? Oh, fuck, I hate that. And then in the, like, you know, other times when I've been like, hey, can I get advice on where to go for these things? They just give you a list of like other hotlines and other shit, and it's like, no point. Mental health in this country is fucked. And that's why I'm approaching 40 and I'm still this stuck at home, not really doing much. But at least I'm getting out there, putting my art out there. And my psychologist thinks that I should probably join the committee, the Art Society committee, fix up their social media, because they're all elderly. Well, almost. And they have no idea about social media, and I'm not great at social media, but at least I would have more going on for them than... They haven't even sent out a newsletter since April, and I'm like, I can fix that. And this is one of my problems, is I hate seeing people fail at stuff that I find incredibly easy, and so I accidentally end up helping, and when I shouldn't have to, you know, I can't help myself. I just want to fix stuff. Like, I did this sort of with Punk Rave Australia as well. I helped out on their social media briefly, except that they still had their regular social media person, who I think is overseas, because they're constantly posting Northern Hemisphere stuff rather than actual Australian stuff. So that was really hard to get them to understand, because the locals here... that pause for a moment. The locals here, I don't think they care. They just wanted to sell their stuff, and I feel like they've lost interest. Anyway, yeah, for a while I helped out, and I did way too much. I even like wrote up a report for them about everything they were doing wrong with their social media. For all the good that did. I need to stop helping people who just can't be helped. But yeah, no, I feel like the Muslim Art Society, I don't know if I'm ready to commit to that. My psychologist is like, oh, that's positive, and I've been trying to do one extra thing with art every year. So, you know, I had the Underground Art Space studio in Balgowlah, and then I joined the art gallery as a member, and then I joined the Art Society. 2 different things. Linked, but 2 different things. And I'm like, this year, what am I gonna do? I guess I could join the committee. Well, let's see. I think I've still got like a month to think about it. But yeah, no. I mean, if they're all like, oh, it's so good to you meet so many people. I'm like, I don't know that I need an art career, but whatevs. Yeah, so got some good feedback there. They wanted to see something bigger from me. Oh, the Prince of Y was there. I don't know if you guys know about the Prince of Y. Where I live, he seceded from the local suburb, and like he's technically his own micronation, because he disagreed with something that the local council did. Australia has 3 levels of government. You've got your federal, you've got your state governments, and then you've got your local councils. And he didn't like some decision they did, so he decided to secede. And he's this wacky artist dude. I think he even used to dress up in like royal costume. Now he's just like old and strange. And he likes my little devil cat. I think he comments on it every time. But yeah, no, he turned up as well. Now, he's my... Is this morbid? I'm like, all the weirdos in the local area, he's one of them, and he's getting older. I am kind of trying to position myself as the new weirdo locally once they all move on. Actually, I should have asked him what's going to happen to his principality, the Principality of Y. I want to know. I think he'll be there on opening night. I've got to try and remember to ask him, like, what's going to happen to that. You know, does he have plans for it, or is it just going to go back into the local council? Yeah, so dropped off my art, got some good feedback. I was a little bit concerned because, you know, it is a conservative area, and all the other artists, I'm fussing, sorry. All the other artists, they tend to do like landscapes, you know, like the beach, or some cute little animal, or a still life, or a portrait, and here I come along with my moody, abstract, whatever. So after that, I went to the Lifeline store. Oh God, I've just gone in a whole loop, haven't I? Wow. Went to the Lifeline store. So this is like my second outing without the dog, because I can't take him to the art gallery. Yeah, the Lifeline store. there for that phone number, but they have a fundraising store, and so they've got secondhand stuff. And I was looking for a few different things, didn't find anything, although they do have a good book section, so maybe at some point I should go there. And they've got like old DVDs, but they didn't have anything I'm looking for. And then I went to the Vinnie's, St. Vincent de Paul. That's another op shop, to see if they had anything, but God, no. At least the Lifeline thing had some decent stuff. The Vinnie's is tacky garbage, and I don't look at the clothes because I've got so many clothes. And then I think I went to some of the $2 shops, no luck there. And then I went into the Office Works because I was looking for something for Mum. She wants some business card holders. I misunderstood. I've got to actually show her. The business card holders are a bit small for what she wants, and so she was like, get 2 different colors of them. But I was like, oh, you could just get like a trading card holder. And I showed her a picture of one with a Pikachu on it, and she seemed excited about that. But apparently I was meant to buy the 2 smaller ones. At least she knows where to get them now. And then I went and bought Greek yogurt, lactose-free Greek yogurt for Mum and Triton. They both have it. It's a nice big pot of that. And I got a whole, this is the picture I want to show you. Whole bowl of chocolate. There's like 5 layers. I think there's celebrations, favorites. There's a new twirl that's like got a crispy wafer in it. There's the Cadbury Creations with the popping candy one. And then there's Twix somewhere under there. So much chocolate on special. I mean, like, what, Valentine's is tomorrow, but also they have so much Easter chocolate. And, like, they always do this. I'm like, just stop overpricing your chocolates, because it's all constantly on sale. Why would you buy any of this stuff when it's not on sale? So, yeah, I like to do this where I buy chocolate when everything's on sale. And also, like, with the favorites, I got the smaller one because the smaller one was more value per gram. Like, more grams per dollar than the bigger one, which is a bit unusual. Yeah, I look at all that stuff, buy the chocolate at the cheapest, best value, whatever. And then, I mean, I can't possibly eat it all. I like a bargain, and I like the idea of chocolate, just I can't possibly eat it all. So I get a bowl, and we have a fruit bowl, but I also make a chocolate bowl, and every now and then, like, we haven't had one for a while, so it's about time I went on a bit of a spree, and now the family has to deal with that. I'm a bad influence. Yeah, so I got that. I got the yogurt, and then I also got this. I finally got some, like, a heat-proof mat to put my candles on, so I've got to sort that out. Now, it is like it's a silicone square trivet. Food grade silicone. You can put your pots and pans on it, so that'll be fine. They did look at me a bit funny when I was like, asking them just to make sure it's good for candles. I think they thought that I was just gonna put like a candle on there, like just the wax. And then they clarified, like, is it going to be in a cup? And I'm like, yeah, it's those little cup candles. I'm not just going to stick a candle on there. But I suppose the look of me, they probably thought I was a bit nuts. Because I am a bit nuts. Yeah, but so I finally got that. So at the moment, I'm burning the candles on just like a regular plate. Because I don't really have anything heat safe. Now I do. And it's red. It's my colors. Yeah. I think that's everything that I bought today. It was a lot less successful than I wanted it to be because I had a few other things on my shopping list. Is there anything worth commenting on? Oh, I did get that, and I did get that. That's the yogurt and the chocolate. Yeah, and, no. This was kind of a bonus one. Oh, one more thing. I had a little sample from Aesop. I bought Mum some hand wash the other day because she was super stressed. And then was telling the lady, oh yeah, Mum loved it. Got some good advice. And then she's like, have this, and try another mask. This one's a bit exfoliating. Mum, she gave me one for Mum as well. I think I've already gave one to Mum, because when you buy stuff from Aesop, they give you samples. I think I already gave Mum one of these, but she said to have one for me as well. So I've got one for me to try. And that's everything today. Yeah, so with the ice packs, I think that's the most important one. Oh, if you've noticed, Incognito Art Show, I'm going to be participating in that, but I've got until May for that. Incognito Art Show, I've got to do 3 artworks A5. I can't show you any previews because it's meant to be anonymous. And then they all go into, this anonymous art show, and it could be artists from, like, any level. So you've got people like me who are just, like, for fun, no one knows who I am kind of thing. And then you've got your big name artists, I don't know who, but there's a bunch who get involved. And I think they're all priced at, like, $100. I don't get paid anything, it's volunteer. All the artworks, because they're fundraising for disability stuff, I don't know, I don't really care, I just want to be in the interesting exhibition. You go in, you buy an artwork based on what you like, and then once you buy it, you turn it over and it tells you the artist. So it's kind of an interesting thing, because if you want to get, like, some fancy name artist for cheap, like, it's kind of like a lottery in a way. However, some artists out there have very distinctive art styles. So if you know something about art, it's probably really easy to go in, find a big name artist and get a very good deal on what they're selling. Whereas usually they might sell, even though it's A5, like a really big name artist could sell that for quite a lot more probably, because the art market is nuts. And like, I don't even... If they got one of mine, I don't sell A5s for $100. But the thing is, it says on the thing, like, do not bend, and of course they shoved it into our letterbox. Now our letterbox has 2 different parts, and they shoved it, I think, into the wrong one and bent it. So I'm having to use this pile of books to flatten it out, and that's why I won't pick it up to show you the Japanese book. Wow, this has been so meandering. It doesn't help when the dog is distracting. I got my peppermint tea. Easily distracted, it's the perfect cup for today. Anyway, now that I've shown off my outfit, I can get myself comfy, and I've got to write up this Patreon post. And look, he finally left me, didn't he? I think that's everything at the moment. But yeah, the ice packs, I'm really hoping that that is a genuine strategy that's working. Like the corsets, they kind of helped a bit, but not as much as the ice packs. And, you know, I have had the past 2 or 3 nights I've had to use ice packs, and while sitting at the computer, you know, I did pretzel for a bit, but then I remembered to sit up straight, and that was okay, and I didn't have to use the corset. I wonder if getting the ice on quickly means I don't need the corset to help me stand up. But I mean, I probably will use the corset a bit. Maybe I'll even wear it to the opening night, depending on the weather, for the art exhibition. Yeah, it's frustrating dealing with migraines, but I'm really hoping that's a strategy, like without having to use any hardcore side effect drugs, that'll just get me through until I can actually go in and see a neurologist. I'm also thinking, like, that's another thing I gotta do, is see if I can go to that doctor who referred me in the public system for rheumatology and be like, hey, can I just see a private rheumatologist? Because my parents are already helping me with a private neurologist. If it's faster to see a private rheumatologist, maybe I should just do that, because, I mean, I'm going to keep all the other appointments for now, but I do think that whatever I'm going through, there's a good chance it's going to be autoimmune related with all the other... I'm having a really bad outbreak of mouth ulcers at the moment, and I'm probably only surviving because I numbed up one of them. Even using the Kenalog at the moment, there's a few here that are just taking days to go away. Usually they go away in 1 or 2 days. I think we're on day 3 now. Sucks. So I've had to numb up 2 days in a row. I've had to numb up this one in particular. But yeah, the mouth ulcers, probably an autoimmune thing. Inflammation is autoimmune. It's probably going to my head, and I have to put the ice on there to stop the inflammation going up there and screwing me up. So if I see a rheumatologist, like, I just think if I see a neurologist and they agree that it's immune, they're probably just going to refer me back to a rheumatologist anyway. So what if we just try and bypass all that and go and see a rheumatologist now, if they'll take me? Just the doctor who referred me, and the one who I prefer to see, as opposed to my regular doctor before, who dismissed a lot of my concerns, she's away until another couple weeks. I'm always waiting for other people in so much of my life. Like, there's musicians, there's event organizers, there's things that happen around here. I feel like I'm constantly waiting for everyone else to get out of my damn way. So I can just get on with life, and there's always something turning up, and peppermint tea is meant to relax you, right? I don't think it's working. Anyway, thank you for joining me for this very chaotic chat. I just wanted to show off my outfit because I dress up so rarely. I didn't even do the eyeliner because, I don't know, I thought, like, what if I've already had a nap today? What if I need another nap later? What if all this walking around the local area is too much? I need to lie down. And also, the other day when I went out with Mum, I forgot I was wearing eyeliner and rubbed it because it's been so long since I even bothered to try. So, yeah. I mean, I don't need eyeliner. Look at this. This is enough for people to be like, oh yeah. The eyeliner does add an extra, you know, sort of darkness to your soul because the eye is the window to the soul and you want to frame it properly. But, no, I can get away with not doing it. Also, I saw a girl came and talked to me from the school that I used to go to. I don't know if she would bother to watch all this because I did warn her about my YouTube. But if you happen to turn up, hello! And my condolences for the school that you've been forced to go to. I gather it's not one that you particularly enjoy. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard going through Catholic private girls' school when it's not really your thing and the horrible uniform. At least you can wear pants now. They've changed their uniform and you can wear pants now. I wish we could have worn pants instead of a dress all the time. I was just... Anyway, no, like, I already went through a uniform change. Like, the original uniform was nice, the summer uniform anyway. Actually, both the summer and winter uniforms used to be so much better because the material for the summer one was actually soft, so it didn't scrape your boobs. And whereas when they changed it to the new one, it was this like harsh material, and I ended up having to wear a bra in summer, just a little sports bra, because you know, I don't even have much here, and I had even less back then. Yeah, I had to wear a bra just to stop it scratching, which sucks because in summer you want to wear less, not more layers. And then with the winter uniform, like, I used to just be able to buy generic white shirts, but then they wanted them with this particular pointy collar instead of the round ones that we used to get, and those were not comfortable either. So I think I didn't need to wear bras as much, but yeah, and they looked almost the same as the old uniform, and it's like, why are you making us pay hundreds of dollars for this piece of shit that barely looks any different? And I never got my senior stripes. I never wasted time getting that. And when we bought the new uniform, we got a really long one, because Mum and Dad, or I think Mum just assumed I would keep growing taller, so why bother getting a short one that we just have to update later, especially because I couldn't get hand-me-downs once they changed the uniform. So I was known for the girl with the really long dress, and some of the teachers, I think they thought I was super conservative because I was very quiet in school. I was much more the schizoid stereotype. I was very quiet. I just did my own thing. I was a good student. Yeah, so, like, generally you got in trouble if your skirt was too short, because remember, it's a Catholic school. But if my skirt was too long, no one really said anything, except during school photos where you could see that mine was not quite right. So, and I used to be sitting at the front, so you couldn't even hide it. So I had to pull up my skirt a bit just to match the length of everyone else. But I didn't care, because, like, this is how much I don't care about other people's opinions. I have that schizoid indifference to praise and criticism thing. I didn't care that my skirt was longer because it was just like, it's just a skirt. Whereas I think some of the other girls, they might have felt a bit insecure being different, but I was constantly being different. I just didn't care what I had my own internal life going on. I was on the internet writing very violent stories with my American friends. So, you know, school was just a thing I did during the day. It wasn't my real life. Some of you wondering about the Destroy America stuff who think it's just that I dress goth sometimes. No, there's a lot more lore behind it. OG viewers may have seen a bit more of that. I'm gonna finish my tea here, seeing as we're here, and we'll just drag this on a bit. And then I'll go and get comfy. There we go. How much time do I have to write? And I also want to do an Instagram post, because I like, you know, I figured I can't be bothered to do polished Instagram posts. I just took a quick photo outside the art gallery, and I'm just going to post up something like, I just dropped off my artwork, and I'll try and get that preview up for cult members. Just let people know that the show is on. It's only on for a month. And then, I don't know, what do I do next with my life? I'm going to do the Incognito art show. I do have another artwork in progress, though, that I've got to finish, which Mad Simple thought was already finished, but no, it is not. And then, yeah, just work on my health. I've got to do a bit of music, but I don't know, it's hard to have energy for that, especially if I have to nap. And then I'd have so little time in the day, because I've just wasted so much time in bed, but, yeah. No, it was fun talking to this girl from my school, because, you know, I mentioned how I was the maths and science kid, and then I went off and learned to scream like a demon. I would have done a demonstration if we weren't in the middle of the shops, where I would freak everyone out. But you know, the whole voice of Satan thing. I'm working on the fry scream as well, but I don't like fry scream. And when I was looking at, I don't know if you guys have seen Mafra's covers, I realized she's doing more of the retinoid thing. Like, I don't know, I don't remember the songs that she's doing, but it's like, hey! That kind of, hey! You know, it's that pitch screaming. It's actually that, it's not fry screaming. Fry screaming, it's just, it has a thin quality to it, whereas the you know, different qualities, different parts of your voice. And the false chord, less pitch in it. And the breath distortion, I make some fun noises. And I was such a good little Catholic schoolgirl as far as people knew. They just didn't know what I was getting up to at night on the internet. Didn't disturb my dog. Alright, I'm gonna go. Thanks for joining me for tea. Tea and rambling. Catch you later.